The advice I'd have, I've got a few different pieces of advice for, and I would tell this to a college senior or a recent grad or even mid-career. I'm a consummate connector, and I've always been very active on social media, and it's one thing that I'm just very good at is communicating, keeping up relationships, and networking is obviously about reciprocity. So I would, while you're in college or while you're in an organization, I would establish connections with as many people as possible. Whether it could be people that aren't even in your function, because you just don't know, like, the strength of weak ties. You don't know who's going to help you. I've had a lot of people actually open doors for me and get me interviews or get me considered that I didn't necessarily go to UVM with, or I didn't go to business school with, but that I might have met through a church organization or through a volunteering effort. So I would say build your network. I also really believe that presentation skills and soft skills matter much more than many business people think, especially if you're an MBA or an undergrad in business. The ability to present ideas in a PowerPoint or in front of leadership is really valuable and key. I think everybody is selling and negotiating and communicating inside an organization and externally. So I really believe in improving your presentation skills. Another leadership lesson that I think is really important as a manager is that I've learned is actually think, edit, speak. I think a lot of times as a manager, someone comes to you, or you're in a circumstance, say with a client, or responding to a question or on a client call, and I think too often it's the reverse. People kind of start speaking immediately instead of kind of thinking it through and editing it as they go. And I think when your direct reports come to you with issues or problems, I think digesting them and giving it time to filter that. I think a lot of times we think we have the answer and we make a judgment in too rushed manner. I wouldn't be tentative in terms of reaching out to UVM alums or even other people that aren't necessarily UVMers but might be tangentially in your network. I think people want to help young, ambitious students or even people later in their career, and I think if you don't ask, you don't get. And I'm actually surprised at how few UVMers actually reach out to alums and ask for their help in terms of, it could be resume improvement, it could be cover letters, it could be guidance in terms of a next step in a career, or how they break into advertising, or how they break into social media. I would just recommend the students to put themselves forward in a confident way, and that's the only way you're going to have some of these opportunities come about.